Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Friday the 13th of November 2020. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Tarot of the Water again for today's reading. Let's see what the cards want you to be aware of today and what energy you'll be working with here on Friday the 13th of November. Let's have a look. First card is in here. We have got the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Then we've got the Lovers. Nice. And finally, we've got the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So what does this mean? First of all, the Eight of Pentacles is about working hard, being consistent, and being practical. Usually we've got a young man kind of working on a it's sort of like a, what are they called? Production line, assembly line. And he's got all these pentacles and he's working away. And each one of the pentacles that he creates, like this little mermaid is doing, is exactly the same. And the card is about consistency. It's about working hard. It's about applying yourself, your expertise, and working hard, being diligent, and doing the same thing over and over and over again. In this Eight of Pentacles, we've got this young mermaid working, painting these seashells, but each one is different. So today it's not just about grinding and working yourself into the ground. You're able to work and you're able to be creative about it. So by listening to your feelings, you're able to add something more into your existing work, and you can really put parts of yourself into your work. So if you feel like you don't have a creative outlet, or you haven't been able to express yourself lately, today is a really good day to tap into your feelings and to then do something practical with those feelings, especially if it gives you an outlet, if it allows you to express your feelings in some sort of tangible way. So you can work very, very well, very effectively. And the main thing is that if you're dissatisfied, if you don't feel like you're challenging yourself, you've got the opportunity to really step it up a little bit. The next card that we've got is the Lovers, and the Lovers is about two people who are perfect for one another. They're meant to be together. They experience true love. Here someone's playing the guitar. He's kind of serenading her, and she's having a great time and laughing and reaching out. And it's really a meeting of the minds. And the Lovers and the Hearts is about healing each other, creating and adding wisdom, a sense of abundance, sense of unconditional love, like you can transcend your circumstances. It's a belief in the miraculous because it connects you with another part of you as such, and it makes you feel stronger and like you have even greater options. So working at what you usually work on, if you're retired, what is it that you're working towards? Doing that and adding parts of yourself and being creative is going to lead to an opportunity where you can really do something that you absolutely love and adore. So let's say you're working for a newspaper and you write the articles, and one day the person who does the layouts is off and they say, hey, can you jump in and sort the layouts because someone's off sick? You do that. You actually find joy and you get creative with the layouts and you are able to put in your articles, but you put them in a way that really pleases you. The head of the newspaper sees that and says, oh, I love the way this is laid out. Who's been doing that today? What changed? Oh, it was her. Let's get Reagan. I know that's the artist, but let me just use that name. Let's get Reagan to do the layout permanently because she's so good at it. So you doing something you love and extending yourself and putting more work on your plate as such is going to open new opportunities for you. And not just work-wise. Remember, pentacles are anything to do with planet Earth. And it's about working in your career, yes, but it's also working on your environment. This whole environment looks much better because she's painted these things. It's your daily routine. So it's being out here in a stall for 8 hours selling your stuff. It's your body. Whether you exercise, how you see yourself, if you love your body or not. It's all of these things that you can work towards. So if you're not happy with your schedule, you can change it by getting creative. If you're not happy with the way you look, use your imagination to imagine what you want to look like and then take steps to do that. all of those things are going to be rewarded by this great love opening up in your life. And it's like a doorway opening up, and you're working away quietly, and you suddenly see something that you're then really going to want to reach for because it's a great opportunity. Finally, we've got the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is at the very beginning of the court cards. Page, then we go to Knight, and then we go to King and Queen. And the Page is like a boy. He's like a 12-year-old usually, who is, like the pages at the courts were sent to run errands and pick up messages and do all the legwork, basically. Like Hermes in astrology, the messenger of the gods. And here we've got an eagle, or is it a griffin? He's got like lion paws. Anyway, we've got a predator jumping into the water, trying to fish, but he's jumping into a net. And he's going to learn from that, because once he gets tangled up in that and has to work its way out, and he gets to the surface, he's not going to jump into nets again. He's going to look at the surface of the water to see if there's anything there, and then he's going to avoid nets in future. So the Page of Pentacles is about making mistakes, learning from them. You're working very well. The amazing creative work you do opens things up for you. And if you have the opportunity to walk through that door and to start working on it, so let's say I want to change the way I look. I realize that I have a gym 2 meters from my house. What a coincidence. Let me go to the gym, and then you actually go, and you don't know how to work out, and you don't know how to do it, and you have to learn how to use the machines and to do the circuit and the exercise so that you can change the way you look. So all this work and creativity opens something up that you love or will love in future, but it doesn't make you an expert straight away. It opens the door and it throws you in at the deep end and throws you in as a beginner. And it's really up to you whether you decide to practice and learn from this negative experience so that you can keep doing this thing that you love, or whether you're going to give up. And the cards are encouraging you to keep going. Don't quit. Keep trying. Keep working. Go through new doorways. Look to expand your life. Take risks. Be willing to learn. Be willing to fail. And when something goes wrong, don't beat yourself up about it. Just try again. So it's interesting because a lot of the time we kind of have ideas about how life should be, but we don't do any work and we just imagine it and nothing ever comes of it. Sometimes we do put in the extra work and we say, hey, actually, I am feeling creative. Let me put a little bit of color on these shells. And in my experience, when you give something in life free of charge, that's usually when you get something back. People like other people to take the first step, to make the first move. Also, you've got the law of attraction. What you give out, you get back. So if you're giving beautiful things, you'll get beautiful things back. And if you're able to extend yourself a little bit like that today, that door opens into something fabulous. Don't be disappointed that it's just something that you have to learn again. Let's say you the layout stuff at the newspaper. You do the extra layout, the owner sees it, says, let's put Reagan in that job. You're going to have to figure out all the buttons on Photoshop or whatever software you're using to do the layout. And the editor may say, hey, can you actually move that down there? I'd like to see it there. You won't know how to do that. So rather than saying, oh, I only did this as a favor because someone else was off sick. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm walking out. I'm going back to my old desk and I'm doing my old job. That would be squandering this opportunity because you don't know exactly what you're doing. Be willing to learn, be teachable. The details won't make sense straight away. You have to practice a bit and teach yourself and you will get better. And this is an amazing opportunity. Let's say you're in a point of your life where you're just bored and fed up. Nothing new ever happens. There are no surprises. I'm fed up. I'm depressed. It's boring. Then today, if you give a little bit of yourself, the universe is going to meet you more than halfway. It's going to come to you almost. This hand is almost popping out. And it's going to say, hey, thanks for the effort. Here's something that you'll love to do. And you start at the very beginning. So it's something you can devote yourself to and really learn. And if you are in a bad place in your life, it's something you can structure into your everyday. Remember, Eight of Pentacles is also your schedule and your routine. So you say, I I'm going to spend 2 hours a day learning about finances and investments because that's what I think is going to thrill me in future. That's what I love. There's an opportunity for me now to, I don't know, download an app and make my own investments, but I have no idea what I'm doing. So I'm going to start studying that. And that's going to structure your day a little bit. So if nothing's been going on and you've just been, aimless, there's a lack of focus, this kind of thing can really bring a focus, a light and a goal back into your life. And it can be something that really anchors you and that gives you a sense of security. Plus, you're working towards something which is going to serve you by bringing you fulfillment, love, sense of optimism, joy, and that the sky's the limit. You can really learn amazing new things that you never even dreamed of. So be willing to accept that. Life doesn't have to be boring. The page is 1. 1 and 6 is 7, and 8 is 15. 1 and 5 is 6, and 6 is a temporary opportunity. So be as creative as you can. That's all you really need to do to activate this opportunity, and then see what you can learn. Have an amazing day. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. Click on the button on the front page, book your reading to order your reading with me. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and share the video online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.